Well, hi, it's Cindy with Cindy Lifestyle and More, and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new to my channel, my name is Cindy. I'm 64 and I live here in beautiful Central Coast, California. Today, I'm going to be doing Naked Urban Decay Wild West eyeshadow palette, and I have the eye look on my eyes right now. So I did an eye tutorial today, and these are some of the colors that I used from this eyeshadow palette. I had a few customers. I was at work saying, whatever happened to a lot of the palettes from Urban Decay? So I start looking into my little box of eyeshadow palettes, and guess what? I have one of these, and I thought, why not share some eyeshadow look from the past? So this is the look, and if you want to know how I did this look, well, that's going to be next. Have fun. Okay, so we're going to be using the Naked Urban Decay Wild West, and I'm going to start off. I'm going to do the L'Oreal Paris Beach, and it's 200. I love using the single eyeshadow. There used to be one in Lancome that I like to use. I think it's called Cream Brulee, and I think they got it back, but I'm going to check because I like both. I like the both single shadows. I like what it does for my eyelids. When I was young, I used to do this all the time. I used to use this as a base and then put on the rest of my eyeshadow, and I learned that from a makeup artist years and years and years ago. And I got a little section here I need to finish. But yeah, she told me about that. And when we used to do like, makeovers, this is when I first started in makeup. And she told me about it. And ever since then, I kept doing it. So I feel like my eyeshadows stay on better. But I've already got my eyeshadow primer. I've got my makeup on. And I got one eye done, so we're going to start on the other eye. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to go with today is I'm going to go with Nude. I think it's Nude. Got to remember what's on my other eye. Okay, so we're going to go with Nude, which is this color right here. Okay, it's that color right there. But the reason why I'm doing this, I've had a few customers at work that I was just talking with, we're just talking. And, they said, whatever happened to the old palettes, because a lot of people that I know have mentioned it are my subscribers that follow me, and also in person that I talk to at work, said, what happened to all the eyeshadow palettes? I know they're not in stock anymore, or they've been discontinued, or you'll find them on Amazon, or, other way of getting them. I said, you know what? You're right. They said, because money to invest. So I'm going to use this Nude as a transition color. And I didn't even think about that. And I started looking in my box right here. I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, and they are an investment. And I've got some that I still need to go through. So I started thinking about it, and I was talking to somebody, and I said to her, I said, well, what do you have at home? And she told me that she had this Naked Urban Decay Wild West. And I think I've done a tutorial on this before. So I said, you know what? That gave me a good idea to start talking about, at least, once in a while, the eyeshadow palettes that you don't hear about much anymore. Okay, so I got all my brushes right here. So I'll make sure I'll use the right one. This one here is... I think this used to be Truco. I love the angle of this brush for the crease. Okay, so I'm going to go next. I'm going to go with called Ghost Town. I like the names of these. So this is Ghost Town. That's the color next. So I'm going to use that right in the crease area. Wipe my fingers, because you know me, I'll get them on my face. I'll get the shadow on my face. So we were talking, and I'll put it here in the corner. You can hear them. They're really chirping. So I said, you know what? That's a great idea. I go, I'm going to talk about this. And I go, I think I mentioned this shadow palette before. So I'll just do it again. And if I haven't, well, then I'm doing it today. I hear a lawnmower. So if you hear a lawnmower, I'm going to blend these two colors together. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more of Ghost Town. Get a little bit of whiskey right here. Don't know where I left off at. I had a there we go, Ghost Town. I was just starting with that. I'm going to put this in the corner. The trash is today, trash pickup day, so it's recycle, I think, and also I'm going to blend them all together. Also, like when you do the weeding and the grass and recycle and regular trash. So I'm going to go back with a little bit of the nude above that. And I'm going to look here to see if I'm blending them right, because one's done and one's not. So I'm going to do that. So I'm trying to get this done before the trash. One of them's already come by. So my daughter today wants to go do something, and I said, well, okay, we can go do something. So let's blend all this. And then I'm going to get a little bit more of the whiskey. I like the sound of whiskey. And just kind of go a little bit in the corner here. So I'm looking here, and I'm going to need a little bit more whiskey over here because I've got more on the other side. That's why I always, when I'm done with my makeup, I always try to look, because one side could be a little bit more than the other. So I'm going to blend them together. And then what I'm going to do is take a little bit more of that whiskey. I'm trying to get it right in here. There we go. Okay. All right, then I'm going to go back with the nude. A little bit above here. Here. There we go. I'm going to go with my Laura Geller, and this is a eyeliner brush. It's got the little angle to it. I'm going to get my MAC Fix-It text, that little green color right here. It looks like this. I'm going to use that as a eyeliner. So I'm going to tap this brush, and I'm going to angle it right here. I'm going to like staple it. So I'm going to go close. Just like staple it like that. And then I'm just going to go halfway like that. And then I'm going to take it under. I had somebody ask me, how do you do that with the angle brush? Sometimes one will come out better than the other. And take a little bit more thicker here, because I got a little bit thicker there. But then I kind of angle it like halfway. Okay, so I'm going to go back with that little angle brush. Let me find my angle brush, the Laura Geller. And then I'm going to see this color right here. I think it's called Bud. It's like a teal, like a little glitter. I'm going to go over my green with that, over the text. So since it's still wet, I'm going to go over the text. Just like that. I'm going to go with my Pro 18. This is Sephora. I'm going to use my Fix-It by MAC, Fix-It Plus. And do you see this? Oh, do you see this? It's called Hold'em, which is a gold, and a silver. And that silver's got like a little pink to it. It's kind of cool. I'm going to go over with this brush, take the gold and take the silver and blend them together. Just like that, and let it sit for a little bit. Like that. And then I'm going to go with my, it's called the Pro Lip. I bought it for my lips, but I did not use it for that. So I'm going to use Standoff, and I'm going to use this right here in the corner, like that. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my Voluminous Lash Primer. I'm going to prime my lashes. I'm going to go prime them so it helps my mascara last longer, makes my lashes look longer and fuller and thicker and all the things we want our lashes to look like. And I do the bottom. Ulta Beauty Sculpt Glow. I'm going to go with that. Pro Lips brush. And I'm going to take this little color right here. I'm going to go sideways like this and then blend. So I'm going to go stand off the way right here, and I'm just going to blend all these colors together. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. The trash truck came and the dog started barking. I was like, where did I leave off at? So sometimes I try to write them down because you forget when you get up and you're like, where did I leave off at? All right. So my daughter we got some things to do today. So I blended all that together. Make sure this is all blended. I'm going to go ahead and get my mascara, Lash Paradise by L'Oreal. I'm going to go over my volume, lash primer. I'm going to use something a little different. I am going to use NYX. It's called the Brow Glue. This really makes sure. I use Anastasia, but I need to use this up. But do you see that? It makes it stay. So I always got a little paper towel here, and I'm going to work up my eyebrows and then down at the tail, up, and then down. That is my eye makeup. That is Naked Urban Decay Wild West, an oldie but a goodie. I think I've done one of these tutorial. If I have, I would put down the link of the past one because I don't remember what colors I use. But that is both my eye makeup. I'll come back when I'm all done. Well, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, like, share, and comment. I appreciate all my new friends for coming and saying hello to me, and I appreciate everyone that has been with me for a while who's been supporting my channel. And I enjoy your comments, and I love your support. And I love you all on my next video. Bye.